It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason. And it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Running this one left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. He puts everything behind this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big.
He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. Oh, baby, that was sweet. They popped him before he could even get started on that return.
Imagine running down the field, navigating all those guys that want to block you. You get free, and I'm sure part of these guys on this punt coverage team, Kate, are wondering, is he going to wave his hand? Is it going to be a fair catch? Was it all for naught? No, it was not. And they get a chance to lay the wood, and they deliver.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They give it to him. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. Free inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Bails out of the pocket quick. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
He's got a man left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down.
Let's go now. Riggs. Panther 11. Go.
They're throwing it. This one's caught. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll try and punch it in. Crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks drop 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he'll get it up to the 27. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose.
Ready up.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Sending a receiver left. Daniels on 1st down. Escapes the pocket. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Set.
Here's the handoff. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Forced out to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that forces them to 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 18, 18.
They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Emmanuel Forbes in on the tackle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 36. He's going deep this time. Caught at the 20-yard line. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks get 6 more on their early advantage. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They have it on 2nd and short. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A 1-yard gain on the play, and the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Jump off caught by his back. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Throwing deep towards the end zone. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd down from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Give him 32 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash.
They kick the running back in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Go.
From the 45 on 2nd down. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now they have 3rd and short.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete out to the right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Let's go.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks looking to add to their advantage. So now here's 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Let's go now.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle! Now we'll see them try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks push their lead to 18. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And as he goes out to end the return, Brock, our attention now turns to that flag down. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Looking to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. This a 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Set up. Striking 18. Set up.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
The tip definitely broke up that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
From midfield now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
2nd and 10 now. Completed over the middle. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You want to become the quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Set. 79 Broncos.
They put a receiver in motion here left. First down from the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
They give it to him up the middle. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 60.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
They're going to look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
19 tight. Let's go now. Go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The give here on 2nd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body, and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. He's dropping back to throw. On the move, headed right. Brought in right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go. 60 Maverick.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's a Seattle touchdown! Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, check that.
Now give left side. And he's cut after a gain of about 2. Aleem McNeil in on the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
He's got Bowers working the sideline. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Plowing up the middle. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Let's go now. Go.
Play fake here. Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Come on.
Daniels from the pistol. Into traffic, complete. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders put at least a tiny dent into that lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. He's throwing for it. And this is going to be caught, getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer.
Commanders 11.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And after that last-second score in the 3rd, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Working quickly here. Rucker on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. That one's complete, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Hammer on the option to the short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it again.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
They send a man in motion.
Go.
3rd down from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And 4th and 4 coming up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the 4th. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again! And he's gonna go! It's a pick 6! Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks tack on 7 more to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Daniels coming back after that pick. Got a man. Bowers has it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 3. We've got the ball is loose. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
And they pick him off again. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hit some space around midfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Again, Daniels to the air. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
To throw here on 1st down. He fires one. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Colson Adebo's got it. And the Commanders have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. He's on the move. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Tick, tick, tick. Tick. Colonel Clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 39. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Let's go.
3rd and short, Daniels. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
19 Tiger. Set.
Option design here. And they'll stop him after a minimal gain, down to about the 36. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Seahawks continue adding to an insurmountable lead. That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. And the work's already half done thanks to that return. They're taking over at midfield.
I'll tell you what, if this drive ends up with points, you could trace it directly to this return right here. That is such amazing vision. Watching the lane develop and then bursting to get all the way to midfield.
Daniels on first down. He's got a man left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Chased out to his right. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Forced out to his right. He's got it over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over